Good evening. Welcome to the 2026 Edward Lee McLean High School Commencement. We are thankful to have this graduation for our students, with many of their friends and family members in attendance. We are also appreciative for the live streaming provided to those that could not be with us this evening. At this time, Addison Goddard, Student Council Vice President, please come forward and address your class.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Addison Goddard, and I am serving as the 2025-2026 Student Council Vice President. Tonight, it is my honor to address the senior class. I would like to start by reading a verse from Joshua chapter 1, and it's verse 9. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. This verse serves as a reminder to stay faithful to the Lord as we begin a new chapter in our lives. As graduates, we are standing between the comfort of what we have always known and the uncertainty of what comes next. We are leaving behind familiar classrooms, teachers, friends, and routines as we step into our futures. Some of us are heading to college, some into careers, some into the military, and others are still finding their path. No matter where life takes us, we all share the same feeling of stepping into the unknown. As exciting as this moment is, it can also feel overwhelming at times. But this verse reminds us that we do not have to face the future alone. God walks beside us through every change, challenge, and opportunity ahead. I hope each of you carries this verse with you not only tonight, but throughout every stage of life to come. Now, would everyone please bow your heads? Dear Heavenly Father, tonight we pause for a moment in the middle of all the excitement to simply say thank you. Thank you for carrying us through every part of this journey and allowing us to reach this milestone together. There were days these 4 years felt endless and days that passed by too quickly. There were moments filled with celebration and moments that tested us in ways we never expected. Through all of it, you continued to guide us and place people in our lives exactly when we needed them the most. Thank you for the friendships that turned classmates into family. Thank you for the memories that seemed small at the time but now mean everything to us. Thank you for every lesson learned both inside and outside of the classroom. The late nights, early mornings, victories, disappointments, laughter, and challenges all became pieces of the people we are today. Lord, we're especially grateful for the parents, families, teachers, coaches, administrators, and faculty members who stood beside us through every season of these years. Thank you for the people who encouraged us when we felt discouraged and reminded us of our worth when we doubted ourselves. Their love, patience, and sacrifices helped us become the graduates sitting here tonight. As we prepare to go our separate ways, help us not to fear the unknown ahead. Life after tonight will look different for each of us. No matter where we go, remind us that success is not only measured by accomplishments, but by the way we treat people, the faith we carry, and the character we show when no one is watching. Tonight, we also remember those whose absence is deeply felt. Though they're not here beside us, their impact remains part of our class forever. Help us cherish the time that we have with one another and never take a single moment for granted. As this chapter closes and another one begins, give us courage to walk into the future with faith instead of fear. Help us continue to grow into people who lead with kindness, serve others well, and make a difference wherever life takes us. In your name we pray. Amen.
Good evening, everyone. It is my honor to introduce our guest speaker this evening. Mike Penn was born and raised in Greenfield. He attended elementary through high school in the district and is a proud McLean High School graduate of the class of 1968. Mike married his wife, Linda, who is a 1969 graduate of McLean shortly after high school. They have 3 children who all graduated from McLean, including 2 daughters who have both taught in the district for over 25 years. They also have 5 grandchildren who graduated from McLean, as well as 1 grandchild and 2 great-grandchildren who currently attend school in the district. In 1972, Mike started working in the finance department at a small factory in Greenfield called Greenfield Research. At the time, Greenfield Research employed around 15 to 20 people. Mike worked full-time, started a family, and at the same time attended classes at Ohio University in Chillicothe, where he received his bachelor's in business administration in 1974. Mike still works at Greenfield Research, which now employs over 100 employees. He has worked at Research for over 55 years and has served as president of the company for over 30 years. In high school, Mike's passion was football, and he received all SCOL league honors during his senior year. His success and passion for football helped set the stage for many years of contributions and support of numerous Greenfield community and school sports programs. He has attended countless sporting events and other extracurricular activities over the years. If his children or grandchildren were involved, he was there. In addition to sports and extracurriculars, Mike has supported the Greenfield community in a variety of ways over the years as well. He was instrumental in the creation of the Imagination Kingdom in the early 90s and has been a loyal supporter of the Greenfield Area Medical Center, now Adina Greenfield. He has been a longtime member of Greenfield Rotary and received the Paul Harris Distinction of Merit Award due to his commitment to the Greenfield Rotary Club. He currently serves on the Community Improvement Corporation, the Greenfield Foundation, and the board of Southern Hills Community Bank. Last year, he was inducted into the McLean Alumni Association Hall of Fame. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Mike Penn.
Well, I don't know if I can live up to all that. But anyhow, well, I want to thank Quincy and Matt for allowing me to speak, and it's just an honor to be here. Well, good evening, class of 2026. Parents, grandparents, teachers, and administration of McLean High School. It's my honor to be your speaker since I am a McLean graduate of many years ago. I did graduate in '68, and some of my class members have grandkids graduating tonight. My wife, my 3 children are also graduates, and a lot of you have probably had my 2 daughters, Tammy Holler and Cassie Hutchison, during your school years. 5 of my 6 grandkids have also graduated, and I'm hopeful that Liam, our last grandkid, will also graduate. I still bleed purple and gold, and I'm glad I never left Greenfield. For the past 54 years, I've worked at Greenfield Research. I worked with many of your parents, grandparents, even great-grandparents, friends and neighbors. I've had the opportunity to interview dozens of potential candidates for jobs. As graduates, each of you will be looking for your career, regardless of whether you attend college or start in the workforce immediately. Hopefully you land a job that makes you happy. You may meet your spouse, make friends, and make good memories at your employment. Many employers require an interview process. As young adults, you'll be applying to companies or individual companies or contractors for employment. Some helpful hints are: always dress appropriately for the job. Wear a nice shirt or top with jeans or dress pants. Hats, if you always want to wear a ball cap, don't wear it to the interview. If you want to wear a ball cap, you may be aware of the policy the company has regarding hats. Be positive and always remember to answer the question in a positive tone with a smile. Remember, if they ask a question on a skill that you may not know about, always make the statement, "I am willing to learn." You need to sell yourself to the business that you're applying for. Make sure you pay close attention during the interview and act interested. I've had people tell me they need a job and they'll do anything. They have to pay some bills or whatever. So we hire them. After a few days, old Joe doesn't show up for work. He had to go fishing. So the work's not getting done at his employer. We always say at Greenfield Research, when they back that big truck up to our docks, The parts on order had better get loaded on the truck. This is also true with a contractor who's pouring 30 yards of cement. When employees don't show up for work, the work doesn't get done. Students don't fall into that trap. A student graduating tonight is Zoe Everhart. Her mother, Mindy, has worked at Greenfield Research for 26 years, and her grandmother, Tammy Jones, has worked for us for 31 years. These are examples of hardworking people who show up for work every day. When you get a job, be sure to show up every day and be on time. I once heard the comment, to be early is to be on time. To be on time is to be late. And to be late, it means you may be looking for another job. Always try to do the best of your ability at your job. Your company is counting on you to help them grow their business. Our company, Greenfield Research, sells form wires to Adient. We bend wires to different sizes and shapes and that are molded into automotive seats. You sit on these while driving or riding in your vehicle. A few years ago, I attended a supplier day for Adient in Detroit. Magic Johnson was our speaker, who played in the NBA for several years. He told a story about when he was a kid in high school, and on Saturdays, his dad would run a trash route to earn extra money. One day it was cold, and when they pulled up to the trash container, the wind was blowing, and the papers flew in many people's yards. Well, Magic got out of the truck to empty the trash container into the trash truck. It was cold, so he decided he'd hurry up and get back in that warm truck. As he's getting back in that truck, he felt this big hand. These are big people, pulling him back. He turned around, and the hand was his dad. His dad said, "Son, what are you doing?" Magic said, "I thought I'd get in that warm truck and forget those papers." His dad said, "Son, we're paid to do a job. So get back out there and pick up those papers that blew all over the yards." That was a good lesson that Magic said he used throughout his NBA career, and we could all learn from that. When you're paid to do a job, you should do it to the best of your ability. When the Japanese started making cars in the United States in the 80s, they emphasized teamwork. Regardless of the job, you will work with fellow employees and become a team. One of the best examples of teamwork is in 1983, Chrysler minivans and Dodge Caravans were the first automotive companies to put cup holders in vehicles. Rumor has it that Lee Iacocca, the CEO of Chrysler at that time, was on his way to work. He stopped at a 7-Eleven to get coffee in Detroit. While there, he observed people coming in to buy all types of drinks before going to work. Iacocca later got to his office, called his team of engineers together, and they talked about what he observed at the 7-Eleven. From meetings like that, Chrysler was the first to put cup holders in vehicles, and today every car and tractor has a cup holder to hold our drinks while driving. This convenient addition is something everyone uses from time to time, whether it's to hold your drink from McDonald's or to buy that $7 coffee at Starbucks. In order to buy these type of luxuries, in your lifetime, you will need to have a job. You need to make money to buy a house, have vacation, and enjoy the benefits available to you. Always remember, money doesn't buy happiness, but it sure does make life a lot easier and fun. In closing, congratulations on all your accomplishments During the past 13 years, you're now leaving friends, sports, clubs, other activities, and entering a new adventure. Everyone associated with Greenfield McLean wishes you the best in years to come. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to speak, and always remember, pick up the papers.
Thank you, Mr. Penn. At this time, Becca Bergstrom, salutatorian of the class of 2026, please come forward and address your class.
Good evening, everyone. Teachers, administrators, family, friends, and of course, the graduating class of 2026. It is greatly appreciated that you all came out to celebrate this accomplishment with us. As everyone does, I would like to start by thanking all parents and guardians, teachers, administrators, and anyone else who has supported us to this moment in our lives. You believing in us and pushing us to be the best version of ourselves has definitely made a lasting impact. To my family, thank you for setting the bar high and encouraging me to keep going when times get tough. I'm going to make this short because if any of you have the attention span that I do, I know that you're already bored. After rewatching every valedictorian and salutatorian commencement speech from the last 5 years to get some ideas, I still had no clue what I wanted to write about. So I'm just going to start at the beginning. When we first stepped into the doors as freshmen, we were just starting to figure things out. What sports or clubs we wanted to be involved in, the classes that were easy and the ones that were challenging, or even what we wanted to do after high school. We thought we had all the time in the world until we would walk across the stage to receive our diplomas. Well, that time has run out, and we're about to experience just that. Throughout high school, we have all grown into the amazing young adults we are now, each shining in our own ways. Some of us are excited for the next journey ahead of us and couldn't wait more for this moment, and others are reminiscing on the past, wishing we made more of our experiences. Whichever one you are, well, here we are, and our time is now. After this moment, we will be moving into the next chapter of our lives, whether it be college, trade school, the workforce, or the military. As we move forward, I hope we remember that success is not about having everything figured out right away. It is about continuing to learn, taking chances, embracing opportunities, and believing in ourselves even when things feel uncertain. Be proud of how far you've come and excited for where you're going. The future ahead of us is filled with endless possibilities, and I know our class is capable of doing incredible things. Congratulations, class of 2026. We did it. Thank you.
Becca Bergstrom, with great respect for your academic achievements at McLean High School, it is my privilege to present you a medallion to honor you as salutatorian of the McLean High School class of 2026.
Thank you.
Olivia Stegbauer, valedictorian of the class of 2026, please come forward and address your class.
Good evening, McLean faculty, alumni, friends, family, and of course, the class of 2026. My name is Olivia Stegbauer, and I'm honored to be standing before you all today as your valedictorian. To be honest, I was a little surprised to hear that I'd finished top of the class, because as I look around, I see so many of my classmates that worked just as hard to be here today. I almost feel as if I should be taking the medal off that I'm going to be getting and handing it over to Laura Barber, because she's probably going to be building spaceships for NASA. But anyways, I'd like to begin by extending my gratitude to the faculty and teachers here at McLean. None of this could have been possible without you all. I'd also like to thank my family and friends in the crowd for their relentless support and for believing in me when I couldn't even believe in myself. Now, as valedictorian, I know I'm expected to talk about achievement, grades, success, goals, and all the things we've accomplished over the last 4 years. And don't get me wrong, achievement matters. Working hard matters. But like my mom always likes to joke, they're not going to build a statue of you out front. And honestly, she's right. Years from now, people probably won't remember our GPAs, our class ranks, or what score we got on the ACT. What they will remember is how we treated people. Who showed up for them? Who made them feel seen? Who made life a little easier when things got hard? And unfortunately, who made those days feel a little bit heavier? So, while writing this speech, I realized I didn't want to talk about achievement nearly as much as I wanted to talk about something else: love. In the New International Version of the Bible, the word love appears 551 times. Now, I don't know about you, but I think that's an awfully large amount. But why was one word worth mentioning so many times? For years, society has glorified love in all its forms: rom-coms, love songs, romance novels, you name it. The type of love that is typically talked about is often romantic and all-consuming, but I think it's important to remember that love is not just reserved for the person we choose to spend the rest of our lives with. Love is meant for the family member who never left your side. Love is meant for the friend that stayed on the phone with you on the nights you couldn't sleep. Love is meant for the kid on the other side of the classroom that was a little different from you. As I look across the field, I see so many individuals with their own unique lives, dreams, and perspectives. Some of you I've grown up with, and others I don't know so well. But I can confidently say, no matter the disagreements some of us had, or the lack of connection between some of us, is that I love each and every one of you. And the reason why is simple. It's easy to jump to the conclusion that just because the kid you sat across from in class smiled at you that morning, that they must have been doing fine. But the truth is, and here's my reason, you never know what someone is going through. High school has been no easy task for me. And to be completely honest with you, when I was told that I received the honor of valedictorian, I couldn't help but feel a little emotional. There were times during high school when I felt overwhelmed, discouraged, or uncertain about myself. But during those moments, there were people who chose to care for me anyway. People who made time for me. People who reminded me that I wasn't alone. And sometimes, that kind of love, simple kindness, genuine compassion, can change everything. With that being said, I'd like to shout out a few individuals for being that somebody to me. To Mrs. Swords, I've only had you for 2 years of my high school career, but I can say with 100% certainty that the influence you had on my life is worth $1 million. On the days I showed up to class a little more silent than others, you never hesitated to ask if I was doing okay and if I wanted to talk about it. I'll never forget your caring nature, and I'll continue to strive to show others the same level of compassion. To Laura Barber, you've been one of my best friends since the 4th grade, and honestly, I don't think I would have made it through middle school without you. You're extremely intelligent, kind, and you are unapologetically yourself. Thank you for always being someone I could count on. I know you'll do amazing things, and if you don't mind, I'd really like a trip to the moon when you build your first rocket ship. To Michaela Murdoch, you came into my life later, but that doesn't make your impact any less significant. You've not only shown me how to care for others, but also how to take care of myself. You are such a bright light, and I hope you never stop being the loving and genuine person that you are. I'm going to miss you at college, but I promise to come home as often as I can. To my family, thank you for raising me to know what matters in this life, to know truth. I know where to find my worth, and no matter what life throws at me, I can stand firm on the foundation. Material things will fade away, but the love of Christ will sustain me forever. The last individual I'd like to thank is my Savior. For me personally, faith has also been a huge part of getting through the hardest moments of my life. There were times when I felt lost or overwhelmed about my future, and my relationship with Jesus gave me hope when I was unable to find it on my own. It reminded me that my worth was never based on grades, achievements, or how perfectly I had everything together. I have a verse I'd like to share with you all, and if you attended baccalaureate, you'll likely recognize it. Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future." Looking back on the change that these people made in my life reminds me to be more intentional with others, and I hope it does the same for you. Being kind does not have to be difficult, but it isn't always easy. It requires you to look back past differences and disagreements and choose to love the person beside you anyways. And you never know. Being kind just one time could save someone's life. I know that it's made all the difference in mine. In John chapter 13, verses 34 through 35, it is written, "A new command I give to you, love one another. As I have loved you, so you must love one another." In 1 Corinthians chapter 16, verse 14, it is said to let all that you do be done in love. As we leave McLean and move on to the next chapter of our lives, I hope we all remember to take care of ourselves and each other. Remember that it's okay to ask for help when you need it. Check in on a friend.
And most importantly, love one another, because love can change someone's day or even their life. To the class of 2026, I am so proud of the things we've accomplished, but I'm even more proud of the things that we've been able to overcome. I'd like to leave you with one final line, and it's one that a good friend of mine recently wrote to me. Life doesn't have to be lonely. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2026.
Olivia Stegbauer, with great respect for your academic achievements at McLean High School, it is my privilege to present you a medallion to honor you as valedictorian of the McLean High School class of 2026. At this time, members of the class will join the band for their selections under the direction of Mr. Duffus. On the chairs directly behind me, a yellow rose with a purple ribbon has been placed on the chairs of both Dr. Wilford Conacher and Mrs. Ann Lee Conacher. This year's recipient, Olivia Stegbauer, is the 39th student to receive this extremely valuable scholarship. Olivia, please join me on stage. Heather Baird Tomlinson was a recipient of this scholarship in 1996. To honor her legacy and achievements, the Heather Baird Tomlinson Memorial Endowment for Student Enrichment at Ohio University has recently been established. The purpose of this fund is to provide financial support for Cutler Scholars, which support any student who currently has a Conacher Scholarship. Many of Heather's family, friends, professional colleagues, and other Cutler Scholars have donated to initiate this fund to continue her passion of service to others. Olivia, in honor of this great achievement, I would like to present you with a scholarship medallion. Congratulations. At this time, I would like to introduce Mr. Zent to announce scholarships with the assistance of other board members.
On behalf of the Board of Education, it gives me great pleasure to present scholarships to graduates of the class of 2026 in memory of distinguished citizens, friends, and family of the Greenfield community. As I call their names, the seniors should come to the stage to receive their scholarship and return to your seat. Please hold your applause until all students are given their scholarship. Jillian Arthurs, James and Ruth Watt Scholarship. Easton Airy, Alumni Scholarship, Board of Education Scholarship. Brennan Babs, James and Ruth Watt Scholarship. Mackenzie Baker, James and Ruth Watt Scholarship. Laura Barber, Fred B. and Florence Fox Scholarship. Landon Beatty, Sarah L. Bowman Scholarship, Lucille R. Donahoe Scholarship, Montavon Farms Scholarship. Temperance Beavers, Lucille R. Donahoe Scholarship, Margaret Reno Scholarship, the Townsend Scholarships. Jordan Bell, Floyd and Eva Jett Scholarship, Montavon Farms Scholarship, Ron Wood Memorial Scholarship. Becca Bergstrom, Alumni Scholarship, Sarah L. Bowman Scholarship, the Darlene McLean Education Scholarship. Abigail Carter, Lucille R. Donahoe Scholarship, Margaret Reno Scholarship. Carson Chandler, James and Ruth Watt Scholarship. Madeline Commodore, James and Ruth Watt Scholarship. Brianne Cummins, Sarah L. Bowman Scholarship, Margaret Reno Scholarship, the Townsend Scholarships. Creed Davis, Robert and Eleanor Adams Scholarship, Lucille R. Donahoe Scholarship, Margaret Reno Scholarship. Ethan Akins, James and Ruth Watt Scholarship. Jaylee Fath, James and Ruth Watt Scholarship. Abigail Fent, James and Ruth Watt Scholarship. Caleb Fryer, James and Ruth Watt Scholarship. Addison Goddard, Corbin Family Scholarship, Margaret Reno Scholarship, Rhonda Sponsel Memorial Scholarship. Delaney Goddard, Sarah L. Bowman Scholarship, Shirley Burkheimer Scholarship, Margaret Reno Scholarship. Desnick Hamler, James and Ruth Watt Scholarship. Avery Hammond, Montavon Farm Scholarship, Margaret Reno Scholarship. Morgan Johnson, James and Ruth Watt Scholarship. Sarah Kegley, Robert and Eleanor Adams Scholarship, Bernice Struve Mossbarger and Virgil C. Mossbarger Scholarship, Margaret Reno Scholarship. Colton Kinsey, James and Ruth Watt Scholarship. Alexis Nicely, Alumni Scholarship, Bernice Struve Mossbarger and Virgil C. Mossbarger Scholarship. Madison Knowles, the Darlene McLean Education Scholarship, Margaret Reno Scholarship. Samantha Lancaster, James and Ruth Watt Scholarship. Miley Lovett, James and Ruth Watt Scholarship. Leah Lovett, Robert and Eleanor Adams Scholarship, Ron Wood Memorial Scholarship. Abigail Marsh, James and Ruth Watt Scholarship. Emma Marsh, Floyd and Eva Jett Scholarship, Bernice Struve Mossbarger and Virgil C. Mossbarger Scholarship, Margaret Reno Scholarship. Alexandra McKinley, James and Ruth Watt Scholarship. Avery Murphy, Shirley Burkheimer Scholarship, Bernice Struve Mossbarger and Virgil C. Mossbarger Scholarship, Margaret Reno Scholarship. Braylon Murray, Corbin Family Scholarship, Margaret Reno Scholarship. Addison Olaker, James and Ruth Watt Scholarship. Bailey Parson, James and Ruth Watt Scholarship. Reese Roble, Fred B. and Florence Fox Scholarship. Andrew Rader, Bernice Struve Mossbarger and Virgil C. Mossbarger Scholarship, Margaret Reno Scholarship. McGuire Ross, Sarah L. Bowman Scholarship, Margaret Reno Scholarship, the Townsend Scholarships. Addison Stark, Sarah L. Bowman Scholarship, Margaret Reno Scholarship. Olivia Stegbauer, Oscar Heidensfeld Memorial Scholarship. Caitlin Sterling, Shirley Burkheimer Scholarship, the Darlene McLean Education Scholarship, Margaret Reno Scholarship. Tori Warakis, Robert and Eleanor Adams Scholarship, Sarah L. Bowman Scholarship, Margaret Reno Scholarship. Peyton Wilson, James and Ruth Watt Scholarship. We are pleased with the support that the community has shown for additional scholarship assistance. Please join me in recognizing these scholarship recipients.
Thank you, Mr. Zent. Congratulations to all of the seniors who were just presented with these special Board of Education scholarships. Many other students have also earned scholarships this year. Last Thursday, during our annual honors convocation, nearly $500,000 in scholarships, most of them from local organizations and community members, were awarded to our students. The level of support this community continues to show for our students is truly incredible. You will find an insert in your program listing the scholarships each student received, along with additional scholarships students submitted that were awarded independently. Congratulations to all of you who have scholarship recipients on this outstanding achievement. Congrats. Good job, guys. McLean High School maintains a close working relationship with the Great Oaks Joint Vocational School District and the Laurel Oaks Career Development Campus, which is part of the Great Oaks District. Mr. Bradley represents our district on the Great Oaks Board of Education. Each year, approximately 50 of our students attend Laurel Oaks, where they receive a fine education and a variety of vocational programs. Mr. Richmond, Dean of Instruction on the Laurel Oaks campus, is here with us this evening as well, representing Laurel Oaks. Please welcome both Mr. Richmond and Mr. Bradley. Eight members of the class of 2026 have been awarded the Presidential Award of Excellence. This is awarded to students who have a minimum GPA of a 3.5 on the 4.0 scale and who received remediation-free scores in math and English on the ACT. Will the following seniors please stand and remain standing? Jillian Arthurs, Laura Barber, Becca Bergstrom, Creed Davis, Madison Knowles, Samantha Lancaster, Reese Roble, Olivia Stegbauer. Please recognize these seniors for having received the Presidential Award of Excellence. At this time, all seniors who are enlisted with one of the armed forces, please stand and be recognized. At this time, will all current and former members of the armed forces in the stands as well, please stand and be recognized. Thank you for your service. Mr. Zent, it is with great pleasure that I present to the Greenfield Exempted Village Board of Education the 151 members of the graduating class of 2026. I recommend that these students who have completed the graduation requirements of the state of Ohio and the Greenfield Exempted Village Board of Education be granted diplomas.
Thank you, Mr. Shelton. On behalf of the Greenfield Exempted Village District Board of Education, it is a pleasure to accept your recommendation to grant diplomas to each qualified member of the McLean class of 2026. We will award those diplomas at this time.
Bailey Ann Parson, President of the Class of 2026, Diploma with Honors. Addison Riley Goddard, Vice President of the Class of 2026, Diploma with Honors. Olivia Jewel Stegbauer, Valedictorian of the Class of 2026, Diploma with Honors. Becca Jean Bergstrom, Salutatorian of the Class of 2026, Diploma with Honors. Shane Michael Martin Adams. Victoria K. Adams. Jessica Lee Allen. Tessa Rose Anderson, Diploma with Art Honors. Jillian Marie Arthurs, Diploma with Honors. Easton Blake Airy, Diploma with Honors. Brendan William Babs. Mackenzie Dawn Baker. Serenity Lynn Baker. Laura Bonita Barber, Diploma with Honors. Zion Jael Barron. Colin Howard Beatty. Landon Matthew Beatty, Diploma with Honors. Lydia Kate Beatty, Diploma with Honors. Temperance Charlize Ray Beavers, Diploma with Honors. Jordan Nicholas Bell. Delaney Hope Bland. Zayla Aubrey Blevins. Jada Alexis Lynn Brooks. Brianna Jade Prestine Brown. Chloe Paige Broyles, Diploma with Honors. Brandon Lewis Bryan, Jr. Tatiana Addison Buckner. Addison Luis Calhoun. Jason Jonathan Robert Calhoun. Abigail Renee Carter, Diploma with Honors. Mariana Sue Carter, Diploma with Honors. Audrey Jane Chamblin, Diploma with Honors. Carson Andrew William Chandler, Diploma with Honors. Braden Joseph Cheney. Lathan Lee Cockrell. Madeline Jo Commodore, Diploma with Honors. Maya Nicole Cook. Brianne Lee Cummins, Diploma with Honors. Jenna Christine Curtis. Creed Mitchell Davis, Diploma with Honors. Nicholas Ray Lynn Dillion. Eli Slade Douglas, Diploma with Honors. Tristan Lee Dowden. Smitty Byron Dunn. Ethan Jennings Akins, Diploma with Honors. Jessica Marie Irvin. Aubrey Nicole Eubanks. Julian Perry Evans. Zoe Raylyn Everhart, Diploma with Honors. Elizabeth Renee Evett. Jaylee K. Reed Fath, Diploma with Honors. Abigail Lynn Fent. Brandon Lee Fiddler. All right. Catherine Christine Foster. Caleb James Fryer, diploma with honors. Adela Beth Gillenwater. Clayton Eugene Gibson. Delaney Lynn Goddard, diploma with honors. Carlos Miguel Gonzalez. Kyra Lorraine Gossman. Kaiser Joshua Gossman. Desnick Owen Hamler, diploma with honors. Avery Rianne Hammond. Wyatt David Hammond. Jaden Nevea Harris. Hannah Jolene Hatfield. Ava Marie Hawkins, diploma with art honors. Abigail Raylan Ingalls McQuiller. Aubrey Rose Jeffers. Morgan Addison Johnson, diploma with honors. Sarah Lillian Kegley, diploma with honors. Elijah J. Dean King. Evan Leon Kennison. Ready? Good. Good. Colton Zane Kinsey. Alexis Hannah Nisley, diploma with honors. Madison Lynn Lee Knowles, diploma with art honors. Xander Thomas Lafferty. Samantha Taylor Lancaster, diploma with honors. Jaden Nathaniel Lanning, diploma with honors. Bowden Gabriel Leith. Heaven Lee Lemons. Cadence Colleen Leitner. Leah Page Lovett, diploma with honors. Miley Grace Lovett, diploma with honors. Lakin James Marple. Abigail Ann Marie Marsh, diploma with honors. Emma Renee Marsh, diploma with honors. Sienna Ann McGee. Carly Ann McGlone, diploma with honors. Alexandra Nicole McKinley, diploma with honors. Colton David McNeil. Michael Allen Mershon. Brian Jacob Lee Mick. Honor Martha Moore. Lydia Aileen Mudaspal. Ryan Madison Mullins, diploma with honors. Avery Diane Murphy, diploma with honors. Allison Lynn Murray. Braylon Michael Allen Murray, diploma with honors. Brooke Michelle Mustard. Garrett Allen Mustard. Carter Matthew Nelson. Dalton Wyatt Newman. Addison Rose Olaker, diploma with honors. Carly Elizabeth Parker. Uriah Payne Parr. Cheyenne Alexis Patton. Riley Morgan Perkins, diploma with honors. Aiden Lance Ponder. Aiden Benjamin Poor. Brianna Abigail Ralph. Cole Riley Aloysius Rapp. Holly Ray Rhodes. Skylar Dustin Rhodes. Brandy Dawn Reinhardt. Patience Kaylee Rihanna Roberts. Reese Marie Roble, Diploma with Honors. Andrew Joseph Rader, Diploma with Honors. McGuire May Ross, Diploma with Honors. Dalton Joseph Rowland. Paul Richard Royce. Austin Dwayne Bradley Ruddle. Lillian Grace Saunders, Diploma with Honors. Marshall Jerry Seymour. Carson Anthony Shope. Skyla Kaylin Stanley. Addison Kinley Stark, Diploma with Honors. Caitlin Grace Sterling, Diploma with Honors. Dawson Michael James Striley. Parker Wayne Stuckey. Deegan Avery Timer. Lacey Dawn Turner, Diploma with Honors. Tori Lane Warikas, Diploma with Honors. Alexandra Nicole Warner. Logan Matthew Daniel Warner. Levi Austin Martin Warren. Alicia Nicole Watkins. Ava Rose Wilson. Peyton Elizabeth Wilson, Diploma with Honors. Zayden Alexander Winland. Bradley Alexander Wood. Jacob Allen Lee Woods. Haley Marie Worthen. Okay, seniors, please stand. As you now have received your degree, please turn your tassel from the right to the left side of your cap. Congratulations. You may be seated. At this time, members of the senior choir will assemble and perform their selection, followed by the McLean School alma mater and benediction. Will the senior choir members please come forward?
Just lay here. Would you lie with me and just forget the world? Don't quite know how to say how I feel. Those three words are said too much. They're not enough. If I lay here, if I just lay here, would you lie with me and just forget the world? Forget what we're told before we get too old. Show me a garden that's bursting into life. Let's waste time chasing cars around our heads. Need your grace to remind me to find my own. If I lay here, if I just lay here, would you lie with me and just forget the world? Forget what we're told before we get too old. Show me a garden that's bursting into life. All that I am, all that I ever was, is here in your perfect eyes. They're all I
We ask everyone to rise for the alma mater.
McLean School of Beauty, with love and with pride, we honor and praise thee. Thy memories abide, thy truths we shall cherish through all the long years, and ever be faithful to our alma mater dear.
Senior choir, please rejoin the class. Graduates, you may be seated. Bailey Parson, president of the senior class, please come forward and address your class.
Sorry guys, my speech isn't like nearly good as anyone else's. I actually got a C in my speech class this past fall. Well deserved. I see why I'm already off script, so hello everyone. I first want to thank everyone here and those watching from home for being with us tonight. I'd also like to thank the staff and faculty who helped to get us to this moment. All of the support surrounding the graduating class tonight is greatly appreciated by all. And now to the class of 2026. We did it. Thank you for all the laughter, the memories, and the moments that have shaped who we are today. We come from different backgrounds with different stories, challenges, and dreams, but we all share one thing in common. We are the McLean High School class of 2026, and no matter where life takes us next, we will always share that connection. As we move forward, let's remember where we started, appreciate how far we've come, and take pride in the fact that we did it together as the class of 2026. We've spent years walking these halls together and making memories we'll never forget. Tomorrow, we all head in different directions, but tonight, we celebrate everything it took to get us here. As we come to a close for this bittersweet night, let's acknowledge that for one last night, we stand together as classmates, and now as graduates. So congratulations to us. Thank you, and go Tigers.
Okay, seniors, please stand. I would like to present Greenfield, Ohio's 155th graduating class, the class of 2026. I ask that all audience members please stay seated until the recessional is complete. Congratulations.